Welcome back, Mobility Project. Today we're going to take on the standing desk. And you know, most of you guys know that I'm not a fan of sitting because I feel like it imparts a ginormous impact and load on the athlete. Tissues get short. I have to, just because my butt is so strong, quads are so strong, I'm having to just sit in a neutral position and do work. The problem is, so now if I stand and I suddenly just switch this to a standing desk, you think I've problem solved, but it turns out it takes a skill. So we've talked about this before, but there are a couple things we need to get organized. First, when you stand, you cannot stand like a duck. This is a mistake. There's not a slight turnout in your feet. Your foot and arch go straight forward. So, one of the problems we see with a lot of bunion toes and tight Achilles is that if, the bunion toe is a tell that I'm walking off, and you can see, oh, valgus knee force. If my Achilles tight or heel's tight, oh, I've got to solve that problem, I walk around. But one of the problems is, if I'm practicing walking around, that means I'm probably standing around. And if I'm standing around all the time, foot turned out, my short hip rotators get tight. And then watch what happens in my pelvis. So I'll squeeze my butt here. I'm in that nice two-hand rule position, totally organized. And if I release and just lose concentration, I overextend. And you'll see that the further you turn out, the more likely you are just to release and overextend. So the problem is if I'm standing for long periods of time, it's a pretty serious extension kind of driven movement. That standing is heavy duty. That's why people stand on mats to try to kind of ameliorate the feelings of being overextended. I should be able to stand barefoot, feet pointed forward. This is a concept from Ida Rolf. She says, man, if you're a race car and your wheels are pointing in two different directions, can you imagine the problems you're going to have? Absolutely. Can't create torque, must have those feet forward. So the issue is that I've got to balance that torque. And if you've ever gone drinking at a bar, I know you haven't, you'll notice that at the bottom of the bar, there's always a bar. You can get into the Captain Morgan's position, and what's happening is when I have that foot up, it allows me to more easily get into flexion so I can maintain neutral spine. So as I stand here, I have to make sure I'm doing a couple things. One, feet are pointed forward, because if I stand like this all day long, pretty soon you're working hard on getting out of extension. You're going to set up all these patterns. Oh, no, you didn't. And this is the problem. I can't stand like that. I can't stand and brace. We'll see a lot of guys hanging on their wide ligaments. Hey, what's up? I lift, Remember, we're thinking about cultivating positions that are organized so that when I walk up to the bar, I don't have to undo my compromises. So, standing platform, my wife is working in the office. This is my little kind of, how I work at the kitchen table. I just grab one of our little tables set up. It's about the right height. Remember, I get into Shavasana, rib cage in and down, fully externally rotated, and then keeping that position, I just flip my hands up, and I'm still in an organized position. If I have to pull that computer towards me, what I don't want to do is lose that internally rotated position or externally rotated stable position as my arm comes in. Then I'm just doing the damage with standing. So I've got to be organized. Two-hand rule. If I squeeze my butt, pull my belly in tight, 10 out of 10, and then just release the butt and back that off to 20%, I shouldn't give away my back position. So I need to be organized here. I'm thinking about spinning my feet out into the floor slightly to create an arch. If I release and stand like this, man, my arch has gone away, my navicular's falling. Rafael Ruiz is going to think that he's not going to select me for the NFL because I'm going to be too slow. So learning how to stand. After a while, standing's a pain in the butt. So I have this little stupid ladder, and now I can be in a neutral position, knee below hip, and I can once again get back and maintain this kind of posture for long periods of time. Because I'm in my house and no one cares, I also put my foot up on the table all day long when I'm here. I'll drop my leg out, I'll cultivate a little time here, and then this is just kind of hyperflexion, which is one of the reasons you like to put your foot up on the dash on the car even though you shouldn't. Rolling around over here, I got a ball somewhere. Did the chalupa take it? No, there it is. So I've got my ball here, and literally I can get all that soft tissue work on the bottom of my feet while I'm here messing around, doing something else. But I'll tell you, we see people making the same mistakes all the time. So you're going to go Mark Bell, West Side South Barbell Super Training. You break the bar, pull tight, elbows in, guard. That's my type of position too. So either one of those things works. Try to be organized. Your best position is your next position. Don't think about, it's okay to sit down once in a while for sure, take the load off, but try to be in a good position while you do that. Standing is always better, but standing is still high skill. Got it? The sitting athlete coming towards to you in the near future. Talk to you soon.